Aloha! Said the dread.
What's up, you guys? Man, I love y'all. Thank you.
Here's another story time. Today, we're gonna call this one Story Time. I got dumped by my first love via email. Wow. Cold-blooded. Oh man, just the other day I was having a conversation with a guy that's my age, 35, you know, us old heads or whatever, talking about how it was when we were kids. He had to like call someone on the phone and go, hey, I even had a rotary phone growing up, you know, the hey, is Johnny or Kayani home? No. Okay, guess I'll go find him. And that was it. Then you went and found him. Crazy. Cell phones were just happening when I was in high school. Motorola two-way pagers were big. That was like text message before text message was involved with a cell phone. That's real. Hey, and there's a cell phone that I just activated today. Ta-da! So anyway, getting back to the story. I was about 15 in 10th grade when my parents got a computer and hooked us up to the internet. Woo! Back when it was dial-up. America Online. Your gateway to the future. I don't know if that was their slogan, but if that was, it would have been pretty good for them back then. But anyway, it made a crazy sound when you logged on. You dial a phone number. So I was talking to kids about this too, so they didn't even know about this. Back in the day, the internet, what happened was your computer was connected to a phone line, and then your internet service provider would call a number on the phone line. So it would pick up the phone, and then it would just sound like two aliens making babies. Actually, I'll just play it for you. Amazing that the internet allows you to go back and play what the internet used to be like. So anyway, I get the internet and my first serious girlfriend at the same time. Whew, crazy. So, you know, she played soccer, she had a car, she could drive, she was 18, I was 15, it was like super cool, but I was also just super stoked because she played soccer and like whatever. So, you know, I'm all in love with this girl. We end up making whoopee or whatever, and I'm real in love with this girl, but I'm only 15 and have no clue what's going on. I just got a lot of emotions happening, and I'm really in love with this girl. And then, the craziness hits, where I actually went through, and this happened numerous times in my life, which, you know, I've had a number of time to sit back and reflect on, but I dealt with dating a woman whose parents were racist. So her parents were so racist, it was crazy. I used to have to hide in the trunk of the car to go into the house, like if her brother was home or a neighbor was, I don't know. A few times I had to run out the back before the parents realized I was there. One crazy time, I had to hide under the bed, which, you know, I don't know what kind of reverse psychology we were thinking, but the brother comes home from school and he's younger, he'll tell for sure. So knowing that he would go everywhere but his own room, I hid under the bed in his room, which worked out crazily. But anyway, yeah, so I dealt with that, which in reality, in retrospect, as a fetus, I dealt with my parents being a biracial couple in the 80s in DC, and neither of my grandparents wanting me to even happen. So, woo, It was like ingrained in my DNA almost. Nuts. But anyway, so I dealt with this woman's racist parents and all this stuff, and, you know, feeling the whole emotions of being in love and, ooh, all that stuff that happens to you when you're young and you think you know what you got going on. But anyway, so this one day, I come home, or not home, I get to school. And usually what had happened, actually, usually she would pick me up, and my friend and I and her sister would all ride to school together. But like, it just so happened that maybe this week, I don't know the circumstance, but she didn't pick me up for school, right? So I go to school, and usually, as high schoolers do, they got a cool area that they hang out in, or just the spot they want to chill, whatever, marking their territory. I know how it is. So I go over to the lockers where we chill. My homegirl ain't there. This is strange. I'm pretty sure no one even had anything to say about it either. So, you know, I go about my day, and then I see her, and she's all like, yeah, you know, I wrote you an email or whatever, and I'm pretty sure that's like what it was all like. And, you know, I was naive. I didn't even realize anything was happening. I was just like, all right, cool, yeah, kick it, whatever. So I go home, and I sign on to America Online. your gateway to the internet future. You've got mail. And then I open an email from said homegirl. Oh, also, you could make a screen name, right? And screen names were a cool thing. And, you know, because I'm biracial and my mom's black, my dad's white, I ended up making my screen name Oreo Eddie. Thought it was the most clever stuff to go down ever back then. But yeah, whatever. It was cool. Anyway, so I log on Oreo Eddie. Ooh, you've got mail. Open up the mail. Long story about her dad finding out that we were dating, and then we were no longer dating. And that was that. Would have been super cool if she would have just told me face to face. That would have been sick. But that's how it goes. So that actually is probably like the lead-in to how impersonal things have gotten nowadays. You know, people don't even want to talk to each other. They'd rather text. You know, if you just don't want to talk to somebody, you just ignore them, ignore your calls, ignore your voicemail, ignore your text message, ignore everything. I don't know. I mean, unless you just go hang out in the jungle and you never got service. So sometimes that happens to you in your life. But regardless, that's like the first step of impersonalization to me. And I got truly impersonalized by my first love, man. Ooh. And then I was all sad and crying, like punching holes in my wall and doing all this stuff. And my dad's all like, hey man, look, there's plenty of fish in the sea. And I'm like, shut up, Dad, I hate you. Oh, you've never been through anything like this. Ah. Although he was a grown man with a son, 2 sons, and he had been through plenty like that. But what he was saying was true. You know, it's just people kind of put it in catchy phrases because it's easy to say like that than it probably is to like explain. So the reality of life is that you could probably fall in love and have a happy family with like 1,000+ people on the planet. You know, like that's the reality of it. Like in a 50-mile region, you know, there might be a slimmer number, but like there's a number of people that you could be completely happy with. You could inspire each other and you could live a great life together. So with that said, you know, if a relationship ends, which has happened to me at least 5 times, maybe more, where I've been all busted up, crying, couldn't eat, couldn't do anything, and you know, it was like the world was ending to me at that time. But in retrospect, you know, life goes on. There are a number of people you could be happy with, but the most important is to just be happy with yourself. You know, love yourself, be in tune with yourself, you know, be in tune with your intuition, practice something and get good at it. Have a few things that you like to do, and then maybe that will bring a person around you that, you know, could help you thrive in the things that you do, and you both could push each other to become better people. But you'd always want to have a love for yourself and a respect for yourself before you go loving and respecting and having somebody complete you or someone that makes you better. Okay? Words of wisdom from Ed the Dread. Don't worry about it. I got dumped via email by my first love. That's all good. I'm here now, baby. Woo! So, bless y'all. Thanks for watching. Much appreciated. Mahalo, nui, loa. And I will see you on the next time, baby. Ciao.